Hello everyone, I'm Manali Panchpet from Engineers Classes, and today we are going to continue chapter number 2 with the topic dimensional analysis. Just a small thing is remaining to understand today, as we have gone through how to find out dimensional formula of any physical quantity. We have also gone through few applications of dimensional analysis, and after that we are supposed to understand what are the limitations that we are going to face in this dimensional analysis. So it goes like, the first point, this method does not give any information about the dimensionless constant. Let's say there's some constant k जो डायमेंशनलेस है, मतलब m0 l0 t0. अच्छा, ये कांस्टेंट कोई भी फॉर्मूला में फिट हो सकता है, राइट? अगर वो कोई भी फॉर्मूला में फिट हो रहा है तो हम कैसे वो डायमेंशनलेस कांस्टेंट पे ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन दे सकते हो? ऑब्वियसली वी कैन नॉट. सो दिस इज नॉट अ अप्रोप्रिएट मेथड दैट विल गिव अस डिटेल्ड इन्फॉर्मेशन अबाउट एनी डायमेंशनलेस कांस्टेंट. Second point tells us it fails when a physical quantity depends on more than 3 physical quantities. Okay, we have understood within the 3 applications, the last one I guess, कि जिसमें हमने example लिया था that say force F is proportional to mvr, mass, velocity और radius, मतलब length से proportional है, and वो mv और r के लिए हमें powers find करने हैं, exponential terms we are supposed to find out using this dimensional analysis. So we have found out, right? So in this criteria we knew for this example 3 powers were supposed to be found out. So 3 equations were going to get formed, right? Force के MLT है और दूसरी side m, v और r के जो ऐड करके जो भी MLT आएंगे वो तीनों के 3 इक्वेशन बनने वाले हैं, राइट? एंड 3 इक्वेशंस एंड 3 अननोन्स. ओके, डन. इतना मैथ्स आता है हमको. आफ्टर दिस इफ वी हैव फोर्थ क्वांटिटी, सो व्हाट विल हैपन? 4 इक्वेशंस आर गोइंग टू गेट फॉर्म्ड. 4 equations? Yeah, 4 equations are going to get formed, and then again this will create an issue with mathematics, right? So then here we can say that अगर 3 physical quantities से ज़्यादा चौथा physical quantity आ जाएगा, then we will fail in dimensional analysis to go further. Third point, it fails when a physical quantity is the sum or difference of 2 or more quantities. मतलब ये डायमेंशन एनालिसिस अगेन इट इज़ नॉट अप्रोप्रिएट टू वर्क विथ जब कोई भी इक्वेशन में RHS या LHS पे एडिशन या सब्ट्रैक्शन होगा टर्म्स के अंदर अंदर. मतलब ये एक इक्वेशन दिया गया है, दिस इक्वेशन वी नो पास्ट अ ईयर नाउ दैट x इज इक्वल टू v0t प्लस हाफ at स्क्वायर. दिस इज डिस्टेंस, दिस इज इनिशियल वेलोसिटी, टाइम, some constant, acceleration and time का square, right? So we understood that जब ये addition या in some other formula subtraction आ रहा है तो सबसे पहले criteria क्या हो जाएगा? this is equal to this वाला क्या करना पड़ेगा? dimensional consistency we are supposed to check, and then we can go further over it, right? So when we take any equation which is having some addition or some subtraction into it, we just cannot run through dimensional analysis directly. Clear? Okay. Fourth point, it fails to derive relationships which involve trigonometric, logarithmic और exponential functions. Okay, ये जो point है, ये जब हम sum solve करेंगे आगे जाके उस पे ही ये point ज़्यादा समझ में आने वाला है. For now we should know that dimensional analysis does not work. It just will not work in 3 criteria: trigonometric, sin, tan, cos, all those things; logarithmic, log to the base 10 or log to the base e or any number; and exponential functions, e to the power something, e to the power x, e to the power u into t. such functions, ये तीनों criteria के लिए dimensional analysis नहीं चला है कभी भी. Okay, the last point, it may be difficult to identify the factors on which the physical quantity depends. The method becomes more complicated when dimensionless constants like gravitational constant or Planck's constant etc. are involved. This is something that we are supposed to know. That's it. हमें पता ही है constants आते हैं तो उनके साथ और थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम जुड़ जाती है क्योंकि वो यूनिवर्सल नहीं होते काफ़ी constants, right? So we can say that constants make difficult, I mean, constants make things difficult to understand one equation in a proper manner in the case of dimension analysis. So this is what we are supposed to know about the limitations of dimension analysis. So by here we can say that dimension analysis is done with the concepts. We are going to do further lot of numericals into this. So for now, write down.